Hi, everybody. This is one of a mini series of episodes on building the team, conversations about how we find our right role within the work of election violence prevention. We are not all the same person. A lot of us have different kinds of abilities, different kinds of gifts. And so I want to help you try to find the way that you are contributing to this situation. This video is for the shepherd people. And when I think about shepherd people, I'm thinking about people who have organizational and leadership abilities. So this is the kind of person who can say, we're going to do a thing and I know how it works and I'm going to organize it and other people will fall into place and follow me. You may be a shepherd person. You might not be a shepherd person. If you're not, watch the video anyway and hear about what that kind of role might be for somebody. And your piece is going to come in a different video more likely. So what is it that shepherd people can do? The kind of people who work with big groups and help them through actions and show them direction. One of the things that you can do is work on that security sector connection. So learn about the local police's policies regarding nonviolent protests and share that information with people who are organizing protests. So this is when you know that there's going to be nonviolent response happening, you're working ahead of time with the security sector to organize something that will work better for everyone. You can gather a group of people together to study the Braver Angels Trustworthy Elections Report. And that's feeding into that strategy of election administration and also the strategy of election monitoring, because the report covers both. Get a group of people together and have them sit down and read this thing and talk about that Braver Angels Trustworthy Elections Report and see what are they prepared to open up and do based on the report that they're reading. You might organize a group of people to work on a local peace messaging campaign. What are the messages about peace that are going to work really well for the people in our local area? You might create an awareness campaign about the hotline, whatever local contact number there is, for people to make reports about problems they're seeing in the election. Again, this is something that every local area has, although they all do it a little bit differently. And the idea here is, let's make sure people know how they are supposed to respond when they see problems happening so that they're not just desperate to do anything to make the situation right, but they know, like, these are the actions you can take. You can establish a voter consultation or recruit people to attend an existing voter consultation. These are openings for people to hold public officials publicly accountable and actually ask them hard questions in a public forum. The idea here being there is more than one nonviolent option to hold people accountable. You might create or visit a youth forum and help to organize the young people there, either young adults, college-age people, sometimes even teens, and have conversations and say, all right, how's this group of people going to lead this effort toward nonviolence in the community? Or you might start a exponential community forum. This is an idea where maybe you start with like 3 or 4 people around your dining room table and you say, hey, how are we going to do this in our community? But then each of those people goes and finds the person they know or have contact with who is the least like them, so that the next time you gather together, you have twice as many people and a diversity of people. And then the same conversation happens again. How can we effectively prevent violence in our community during the election cycle? And then each of those people goes out and finds another person to bring into the conversation, somebody who's very different from them. So that's an exponential community forum to talk about election violence prevention. Or simply gather small groups of people together and organize them to make visits to other groups of people and start building that resilient community. Find ways to organize and support efforts for folks to meet people who are not like them and start to build one-on-one relationships. In that strategy, we're not even necessarily talking about election violence prevention. We're doing it, but we might not be talking about it. It's just a matter of building those relationships. So again, these are examples of things that a shepherd person might do, somebody who has organizational and leadership gifts. Not everybody is an organizer leader type of person. So if that's not you, keep listening. And in another video, we might talk about the thing that will resonate more closely with the person that you are. We all have something that we can do.